The views expressed in this podcast, Champ and Tramp, belong to the host and guest, not the Champ and Tramp podcast itself. It's intended for entertainment information, so please use discretion. We're not responsible for any outcomes resulting from the content discussed.
Oh my God, Frankie, they did it again.
Yeah, they did. Muscle Meds just dropped their newest flavor of Carnivor RTD, salted caramel, and wow, this is a home run.
Yeah, the taste is amazing. 40 grams of protein, no fat, no sugar, no lactose, and only 170 calories. You cannot beat it.
You really can't. Carnivor is the only protein that doesn't have my stomach in knots, and the macros are unbeatable.
If you haven't gotten on Carnivor yet, I don't know what you're doing. Head over to Amazon and give the Carnivor Salted Caramel RTD a try. You're going to love it.
I know that's right.
Real show, here we go. Real show, here we go. You know that it's gotta be that time, so this is what we chant. What keeps on getting them all amped in advance? Come on. You and I rocking out with Iron Man, FE. You get the general's point of view on top of Roger's rants. Whenever tapping out, we're putting the most minutes in. You already know what that's about, you know that winners win. Crush whatever's on task, check the podcast. It's the champ and the tramp, let the bomb blast.
What's up, buddy?
A hypothetical question. You're a married man, happily married.
Yeah, so let's not do these dumb questions
No,
for me, buddy.
It's
All right,
totally hypothetical. Come on, we have a podcast. Come on. If you were to get yourself back out there, how would one do it to find a nice girl?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't
even
do it?
know how to fucking approach that situation.
You wouldn't even attempt it?
No.
Really? You'd just be single?
I would go back.
Listen, that's not a bad idea.
I mean, yeah.
It's not a bad idea just to stay single, I don't think.
I got my kids. I'm good.
Yeah.
You know?
All right.
That's it.
That's it. You just stay single?
I'll be like Jesse. I'll be a celibate.
Yeah, you do that.
No way.
Internal thing?
Yeah, no way. No, I mean, I don't even think of that stuff.
I know. That's why it's a hypothetical.
I know, but it's kind of, I don't know.
I said that right up front. It's a hypothetical.
Yeah, I know, but that's kind of silly.
It's not that silly.
Imagine, okay, here's a hypothetical. You are a smart guy, all right?
Okay.
And you walk into a place.
I'm going to answer it. Okay.
You're smart.
Okay.
And you have the Epstein files on your desk.
You got political already. Yeah. You're already getting political. We said no.
I don't think that's political.
Of course it's political.
No, I don't think it is.
So it's criminal?
It's a criminal case.
Who is not releasing them? Who is it? The government.
Yeah.
So it's political.
I know.
It's political.
I know.
I do think it's really fucked up, though.
My goodness, isn't it? Especially the way they went about it. Like, we're going to release it day one. Day one. Who's it? Don Bongino, Cash Patel.
Pam Bondi.
It's
on my desk.
All of them.
It's on my desk.
Now she's reneging. Yeah. I said the file was on my desk.
Yeah.
No, you made it seem like you looked at that thing.
You had the names.
You had the names and this and that. Like, come on, look. No one's asking to,
they do
no one's asking to out victims and make them live through it again. I totally get that. 100%. But let's out the fucking culprits. Let's out the people that were buying the child, whatever. You know what I mean?
That's what they do, the bait and switch. Yeah. We have to protect the victim. Nobody wants the victim names.
Right.
Nobody wants that. There's not one person asking for
and nobody knows.
They deserve
but how
to be
about
protected.
that? Nobody probably knows the victims' names. Like, if you said their names, they wouldn't. They're not famous people, most likely.
I agree, but they should be protected.
No, for sure.
But
for
nobody's
sure.
looking for those names. Nobody.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not one person wants those people's names. You don't need those people's names to release. You don't need a victim list to release.
I just said that quote. They said, when the government is protecting pedophiles, that officially becomes the government versus the people. Right? I mean, what are we doing here?
I agree. And again, we said we weren't going to get political, but we get into it a little bit. Cause of death for Epstein, suicide.
Oh, yeah. And
it's not
by the way,
okay.
he killed. So
I want to know everything about that.
But that
suicide
means he killed himself when there was no evidence out there to convict him. If there was no evidence out there, like they're claiming, he wouldn't have. Why would he kill himself? There's no evidence.
You're telling me there wasn't a camera somewhere that caught that? Even if the guards are sleeping.
No, did you see the
Even
camera?
If the guards
the
are
camera
sleeping.
that
malfunctioned, right? Something like that.
No, they said Well, it's missing 1 minute.
Yeah.
It's missing 1 minute. And they said, oh, all the videos. That's what she said. All the videos from that one place is missing 1 minute. We're releasing that. We're going to release that, let you guys know. Like, come on, dude. It sounds like she's lying. When Cash Patel was on Rogan recently,
I agree.
Second time he was on, he sounded like he was lying. Come on, bro.
The only thing Bondi I saw said that we will look into if there are any ties from Epstein to like the Mossad, I guess is what she's referencing.
But they're not going to.
Said we're still going to look into that.
Yeah, she didn't say Mossad. She said
she didn't say
intelligence,
but I believe
right?
that's what
she.
Intelligence,
probably.
She did not.
Well, that's
the
the rumors, right?
But I believe that's what she was implying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. Your boy Dave Smith.
Yeah,
he goes in, bro.
Oh man, he's the
best. He goes in.
Well read.
He really is very well spoken. Very well spoken. Yeah, I like that guy.
He's
right. He's like you. The American people are literally getting spit right in their face, and he's right. We are.
And it's it's very disheartening, man, and very it makes you lose hope a little bit.
It does.
You know, like we thought we're in the driver's seat here. We're doing better. Oh, the economy's getting better. They're getting, I don't know, man. It's all just a facade, dude. I honestly, I think we go back to the beginning. I think I was right from the fucking beginning. And I've been saying it from the beginning. They're all the same team. It doesn't matter who you are. You're a Republican. You're a Democrat. It don't matter what you are, man. It's them against us. There's a big club, right? There's a big club, and we're not included.
Well, I saw, Trump say today, I don't know if it was today, but it was recently, say, we're still you still are asking about this creep. You're still asking about this creep with the Texas.
But yes. But if you go look at Bongino and Cash, they were saying how it's so important that we must know. Yeah. We have to know. We have to know. Yeah, and I agree with them. Yeah, this is something that's out in the open like this. This is crazy, and especially if politicians are linked to it. That's why.
It's the greatest, most complicated crime that's ever been committed ever without a single perpetrator named. Yeah. Not one.
Right.
Except Epstein himself.
Well, no, Ghislaine is doing 20 years for trafficking no one. Mm-hmm. Right? Because there's no evidence. Why is she in jail then?
Right.
Make that make sense.
Right. Well, she will disappear soon.
I don't know. She got a rack on her.
Speaking of Iraq, all right, let's get off politics. We touched on that briefly.
Well, okay, we'll go to the Tom's River. That's politics too, though.
It's local politics.
Yeah, so we're allowed. We have a shoe in the game. So anyway, we're gonna go bankrupt.
Well, it's been 2 years now. The same thing happened last year. Mm-hmm. The state steps in and sort of saves our butt.
The state didn't save it. We sold property. We sold property to make
they rebudgeted. They had to step in.
No, but we sold. Tom's River sold the property to make the ends meet.
It wasn't just property. They laid off a ton of people.
Yeah, but they also sold property.
Got rid of a bunch of programs.
No, I don't think they did that.
I read it today. They did. Get rid of some. I believe some. I don't know if it was just sports programs, but it was some after-school programs. I don't think it was sports programs.
Yeah, but that's going to be next, though. 100%.
You know who runs that? Who heads that up?
Who?
Ashley Lamb, who we had in here.
Runs what? No.
She's the head of the Board of Education, I believe.
No, she's not the head. She's just a member. She's on the Board of Ed. She was on the Board of Ed.
So her name was specifically mentioned in the article I read today.
Yeah, she's on the Board of Ed. She's not the head of.
She's on the Board of Ed.
The Board of Ed. Board of Ed.
You said Board of Ed.
Board of Ed. Yeah, but she's not the fucking leader. She's not the president of it.
Okay. So what is her position?
She's just one of them. She's a member. She sat in the seat. She wasn't the boss.
Okay. Well, apparently she's the spokesperson.
Maybe. She's got a face for radio or for TV. Maybe, you know what I mean.
Tom's River Board of Education President Ashley Lamb.
Wow, she's the president.
Isn't that what I just said?
Yeah, I didn't know that. No, yeah. But is that who like the president is the guy?
Dude,
who
if
runs
I did that, you would go off for.
You're right. Hey, you're right. It's okay, but I don't think she's the head of the.
Well,
what do they call it?
I said
it was
head.
A guy. Yeah,
I think I said head.
I don't think she's
president
the
would be the head, would it not?
No, yeah. Well, you're thinking is, but I don't. Who is the head of the Tom's River for the head of the Tom's River School Board? It was a dude. Unless she just won recently. Is it it's Ashley Lamb you said? Or was
Ashley Lamb, who sat on that couch.
Yeah, I remember.
But I like some of the things she's saying. I'm not, I guess, politically connected enough to maybe fully grasp everything, but essentially she doesn't want our taxes to get raised.
Yes, correct. Which I think is a good idea.
Which
They
got
raised it 9%
last year.
Last year.
They want to go up to 13.
They are.
Yeah,
They are.
Right.
They said because we were going to try to go bankrupt, and the state said you cannot. You're not allowed.
Mm-hmm.
She's the president.
President. Who was the president before that though? It was the guy. Forgot. It was like Italian guy.
There's a guy.
Oh, Nardini was the president for the longest time.
Yeah, there's a guy Capone who's the vice president.
No, okay, Capone. Yeah, I know that he was on the board too. So they must have just.
Yeah,
he might have just resigned or lost.
Yeah.
Maybe
Wow.
Because they have to run.
Yeah, but Nardini was the head for the longest time.
You friends with Dan? I know Dan.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So it's. But I saw something in there that said something about like Ocean County being the redheaded stepchild or something.
Oh yeah, of course.
Is it because of our politics?
Yeah, 100%. They took
they
took away 175 million from our school budget. We are the biggest we're the biggest suburban district in the state. I think we're the
most
fifth,
students or something like that. I read 18 schools, I think, or something. Like
the
that.
suburban district, but like city districts are bigger than us, like Newark. But I think we're like number 4,
right.
number 4 or 5, 6, 7, something like that, of the biggest districts in the state, and they took 175 million away from us.
Why?
Because they're sticking it to us. That's what I think.
It didn't really say in the article I read, but it said something about redheaded stepchild.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
And it would make sense that because of our politics.
Well, they changed
here,
the school funding formula in Jersey.
Yeah.
So they took from like towns like this and
they
gave it to Newark and Camden. And
right,
all the,
which is bullshit, bro.
Right.
I'm not saying that they shouldn't have stuff, but don't take it from us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but their test results, doesn't matter how much money you give them, they're never going to get fucking better.
No.
And then the NJA fights charter schools, so these people that live in these districts that actually give a shit, like, can't send their kids to better schools.
Right.
It's bullshit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's nuts. I'm sending one kid to a different, is that a charter school? Is that considered a charter school?
Yeah. What is
prep school, Catholic school?
Define that.
Private school.
Because you hear private school and then you hear the term charter school. What's the difference?
Charter.
Essentially, you could get it. I mean,
then you hear obviously there's Catholic.
Catholic. Those are like private schools, but as far as like charter schools is where you can get a voucher based on your tax dollars and take that and go.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it should
and
be.
And the NJA
should be
fights it because they don't control that.
Right.
They don't.
The money should follow the kid.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And you always hear the left fight that. Oh well, there's no safeguards, there's no like oversight, whatever. But like these schools that get all this fucking funding
don't do well.
No, most of your property taxes go to the schools.
Right.
And what do you have to show for it?
Yeah, if you guys can't get the results.
Like, in all honesty, like I know Jersey's a little different because we're such a densely populated state, but like in other states, you have countywide school systems. Like you don't need a fucking superintendent and a vice superintendent and a business administrator for Toms River, for South Toms River, for Beechwood, for all these towns in this county. You don't need all that.
Yep.
Like I understand Newark because it's a massive district and it's
Right.
a city. You're not going to go by like Essex County. You're going to keep it Newark.
Yeah. The more south.
But like
Jersey
down
you
here,
get,
like
right?
you go to Cape May County,
Yeah.
you have small towns with
Right.
their own schools.
Right.
Why do you need that?
Correct.
Yeah.
It's all a waste of money.
Yeah.
And then school, like then pensions and this and that. They get platinum health care, and then like people that work for a living that have to pay these fucking taxes get like.
Well, Christie
shafted.
took them head on. That was the last guy to really challenge the school district here, right?
Yeah, because they were like bent out of shape because he made them pay like 1% or something like of their health insurance.
Right.
Like,
but he was also, there was a lot of. I remember there was one example, and a lot of people were doing it. But there was one lady that literally worked her 20 years or 25 years or what it is, something like that, and banked $1 million in sick time.
Yeah,
it's crazy. There was no way we could sustain that as taxpayers unless you're gonna, you know what I mean?
But it was fine back in the day, but
Right.
it isn't anymore.
Right.
And I don't know.
But bro, raising taxes 20% in 2 years.
It's insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is that how can that be legal? Like how the fuck don't we say we're not paying it?
Well,
we're not paying it.
The article I read, again, I don't know if you read it. Basically, that's what Ashley and I said. We're not paying that.
No.
And that's what the state
The
Department of Education.
the school district doesn't want to pay it, but like they're just going to put the taxes on us, right?
Right,
How does that
she
work?
She is representing us and
I know,
saying,
yeah, but who's raising the taxes though? Who does it? The state?
or does our school
Well, they said
our
that
board
like
of ed raise the taxes
on the last like letter that the mayor sent out. It said that we didn't raise municipal taxes, but the school board, the taxes, it's a separate issue where they vote on it. Like, if they're facing a deficit, they have to do something, unfortunately.
Well, and their response was to claim bankruptcy, correct? And then the state steps in and essentially says
you cannot.
We will walk you through this since you can't get
Yeah.
it done, and they basically don't let them file bankruptcy. File bankruptcy.
How does that work? Can't you like tell someone not to file? Like, what if you really are bankrupt? What are you gonna do? You're gonna just put it on the people. Oh, the people got to pay for it.
Well, it's the blame game. The state is saying they don't know how to balance the budget. They got to work better at it, and it's
Well, you took $175 million away from us.
right.
That's tough. That's tough to be like, yo, hey, you got a budget with $175 million. We have that balanced, right? Oh, we're gonna take that away. Now you got to balance that budget again. What? That's crazy, bro. That's a lot of money.
There's only one way to do it, right? Raise taxes. I mean, that's it.
But how is that fair?
It's not fair. It's not fair at all.
I mean, in all honesty, like the unions have to fucking go. That's really what it is.
Well, that's what Christie took on was the unions. Yeah.
The NGA, like they have to go. Like everything in the state, whether it be, like for the state to do like construction jobs, it has to be union. Like I understand like certifications, and you're not going to just put some scabs that you have no idea what they're capable of doing on like some major highway project. I understand that. But like everything has to be union, and then everything winds up being 5-10 times the cost it should be.
Correct.
Like at some point, are you like,
Well,
where's the happy medium there?
And the experience that I have with teachers in our area, most of them do not agree with their union. You know what I mean? And they didn't agree with it. COVID showed that.
Right.
You know what I mean? During COVID, all the teachers I know personally were scared to speak up, and none of them wanted to force kids to wear masks and things like that.
But it's just tiring because you always have to hear woe me. It's always woe me. It's always the teachers. Like I understand like it's a hard job. I've worked in a school before.
Yeah.
I know these kids suck. A lot of them suck.
Yeah.
The parents suck. I get that. So you're dealing with that on top of just trying to like just do your job.
Yep.
It sucks.
Yep.
But like I can't deal with the woe me. It's always like we need raises. We need to raise our contract or this.
Teachers. I mean, listen. I'm not saying being a teacher's hard for sure.
Harder than what job?
But yeah, but also it's also like
name a job that that's like easy. I don't know.
No, right. But I'm saying being a teacher is you have to deal with a lot of personalities. You're trying. If you're a real teacher, you're trying to get kids to learn. If you really care about your job, right?
Correct.
If you are really care about your job, then it's a hard job. If you don't care about your job, it's not the hardest job, I don't think. But it's also a great job too, right? So if you're a family person, the hours are great, right? Mm-hmm. You get off every weekend, you get off every holiday, you get off summers. It's a pretty good job. Mm-hmm. It doesn't pay as much as it should, probably, especially they're teaching the future, right?
Again, you could say that about a lot of jobs, though.
Yeah, I know, but I feel
I'm not dissing teachers in any way.
I think teachers are pretty much they get lowest pay out of most jobs.
Once you get tenure, you think so in New Jersey?
I think they cap out. Well. Once you cap out, I don't think they cap out that high.
I mean, I remember like
tenure just doesn't mean more money.
Tenure means you can't get fired.
Yeah, but like, and then at that point, like that's a problem. Like you
you should always be held accountable.
Like the fact 100%. That there's teachers that can't, it's such a process to get them fired.
That's bullshit. That's
bullshit. And things get swept under the rug.
Why any other job in the world? There's no tenure. There's no you fuck up, you're canned.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they can't get fired, but I think it has
it's a process. It can get fired. It's a process.
Yeah.
But you have the unions fighting for you. And listen, I know it's like isolated incidents, but like there's a lot of like serious crimes that go on that teachers they get swept under the rug.
Yeah. Well, it seems to be a epidemic of, and they're mostly hot, but teachers sleeping with young students. It's crazy how often that happens. It's like every other week there's and the teacher's always like a smoke. Now listen, I will say, and I'm probably going to take an incredible amount of heat over this, that I don't think it is as damaging to a boy as it certainly would be to a girl. If there's a 50-year-old male teacher sleeping with a 13, 14-year-old, she is damaged for life. I don't think men are I shouldn't say men because they're boys. I don't think they're. Do you believe it would be as damaging to a boy as it would be?
I'm gonna say no, but I
don't think so. Just because I am a boy.
Yeah,
you know
but we're
I remember, dude, Mrs. Sawyer. When I was fucking growing up, I would have Dude, I would have taken that to the grave.
I wonder what she looks like now.
I know. I would have taken that to that grave.
But I mean, like, you have these female teachers. Some of them, they're like new to teaching. They're in their early 20s. Yeah. And you got a kid that's like 17, bordering 18, maybe 16, and he's like fully developed. Yeah. You know, he's like, it's tempting, even though to them, even though the age is still a problem. Like, it's just human, it's just biology.
I think I have this name right. I may have this wrong, but it was when I was younger. This was a huge article. It was one of the first ones I remember. Mary Kate Letourneau, I think that was her name. She was the teacher. I may have that name completely. Maybe that's somebody totally different. But she was sleeping with one of her students. Went to jail because she got caught with him. She got out on like house arrest. She got caught with him in a car. Again, they couldn't stay away from each other. She did jail time, like significant jail time, like I think years. Got out, got back with him. He was like of age now. He was like over the age of 18. They had a family together, kids, all this. And I believe she died of cancer. And he's raising these children now. You know what I mean?
Right.
He was like, I forget, Spanish descent or whatever, but not that it matters. But yeah, there was like true love. You could not keep them away from each other no matter what. She did jail time, got out and got back with him. You know what I mean? It was crazy. But he didn't seem too damaged, is my point. No. You know what I mean? But a girl, well, first of all, any loving father would murder a teacher that did that to, a little girl. But I don't think psychologically, just being a boy, that it would have damaged me anywhere near as much as it would damage a girl.
I mean, I had a teacher in high school that, like, married one of his students right after she graduated.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Do you think something was going on prior?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's at that point, it's like she's 18 and she's graduated. Yeah. Like, what do you do? Like, everyone's looking at you like you're a creep, which you are, but,
right.
Like, what do you do there?
Right.
I mean, but like, at that point, like, what's the school going to do?
Yeah.
Is the union going to go and investigate that? No. Mm-mm. It's just, it's one of those situations, like, the problem here, it's the state. It's the state, like, whether... they changed the funding formula, like, whether they're fucking us because we're the red area is one thing, or they're just fucking the areas that have money that, that are contributing.
You would consider us to be a wealthy area?
I mean, I would say, like, probably.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're, like, top, but, like, we're wealthier than, like, Atlantic County, than Ocean County, or Camden County, not Camden, Cumberland County, Cape May County, Salem. Like, yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
But we're not like Monmouth County. We're not Morris County.
Yeah, I think the further north you go, really, mostly.
Yeah.
But I think we do probably
the farther away you get from New York and Philly, like, is where, it gets less and less. But, we have people that that work in Philly. We have people that work in New York, We have our own economy going on here.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
We have the shore, so, there's money here.
Yeah, for sure. How about Tucker talking to the Iranian president?
I give Tucker a lot of credit as a journalist, because as a journalist, it is your job, no matter how you feel, right? I mean, Putin he interviewed, you know what I mean? I mean, no matter how you feel about somebody, or if they're an evil
person. Did he interview Ping?
Yeah, Jinping or whatever.
The Chinese guy?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't know if he would do an interview, but he gets these people on that who have been labeled, right, who we've been led to believe and I'm not saying they're not. I'm not saying they're on.
Could be a facade, right?
Well, there's a lot of propaganda that goes on, right? Yeah. I'm not saying they haven't committed heinous crimes. Would never, but he brings them on, and the American people, for the first time,
get to hear it
instead of hearing propaganda,
right?
Or okay, let's say it's not.
Maybe it is propaganda, but at least it's from their mouth.
You get to hear it from them directly. Yeah. And again, I'm not saying that they don't, but I like that he didn't ask him certain questions. You know what I mean? He did ask him about the damage done to the nuclear, he didn't, because he said, obviously, I'm not going to get a straight answer. It's a national security thing.
True,
you know what I mean? So I'm not even going to ask him that question.
But you see the page. Some people are saying they barely got it. They didn't even bomb it.
He did say there was some damage, and it would be hard because they were asking him about what's the organization that oversees all nuclear, the IEAA, I think, the IEAA. Yeah. He said that we've always cooperated with the IEAA, and then he said that they were essentially in the pocket of Israel. They were spying on for Israel, and whether that's true or not,
they don't get nuclear.
Nope.
Right. Like checkups.
Yeah, really.
So they don't have to do any of that.
Do they have technology?
That's why, well,
No, they have nuclear weapons.
They do.
That goes back to Kennedy, the assassination.
Right, and they don't have to do the like what they want Iran to get done, which Iran does do.
Right.
They don't do, from what I hear. You know.
Why would that be? When the governing body of the
they just don't do it. They don't allow it. They said no. Or they lie. Suppose they lie to us all the time. Again, I don't know. This is all shit you're saying, and who knows how much is true, which kind of sucks. And dude, I realize, man. Well, first off, I'm realizing I fucking hate to see negative stuff, right? And it's sad. I hate seeing sad stuff to the point where I don't even want to look at it. And this flood in Texas is one of them.
God,
it's horrific.
It's horrific.
And people are posting stuff about it, and I don't want to read it, man. It's too sad to fucking read. And
that school or that
man, it's
Girl Scout group or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was kids, bro. Mostly kids, man.
Insane.
So what I do want to take out of it though, did you see the Coast Guard guy? The swimmer?
I did.
He's a Jersey guy.
Yes,
he saved 165 kids.
I did see that.
That's amazing. That is something I want to see.
Positive story, right?
Somewhat positive.
Yep.
But man,
and you hear people. I haven't seen it. I haven't read anything. But
dude, did you know what I seen? This happened in 1986 or 87 to the same campground.
Really?
Kids drowned in a flash flood. Thing too.
Riverbeds tend to be there.
I know, bro.
So
yeah, really? Oh, you think that would happen again?
Well, I mean, the Grand Canyon is probably.
Don't you think wouldn't they have? Okay, if this happened, wouldn't they have boats or something like an escape plan? I don't know.
I understand what you're saying, but it'd almost be like.
I mean, granted, 86 was 40
a hurricane came through Long Beach Island and blew through the middle of it. Do they never build houses there again?
No, I know. I get it. I get it. But man. That was
like prime real estate.
That was rough.
Someone's going to build it. Yeah.
And you also seen something. The sheriff or the guy in charge didn't send in wouldn't call in the rescue swimmers. Is this true?
I don't know.
What the fuck are we doing? And it's Texas again. It's Texas. Is it the same guy that didn't send in the fucking guy at Uvalde for the shooting?
FEMA was really the issue the last time, was it not? And I hope a lot of that was worked out. It was literally the locals saving the locals because FEMA wouldn't do shit.
What, for this?
No,
flood?
the last one. The last one in Texas. That was in Texas too, right? Was that last massive flood in Texas?
Was it a flood?
It was definitely a flood. Yeah, that was.
Was it the hurricane?
No, it was a flood. Remember, it showed a before and after of that road that went next to the river, and there was no road left. At all. I'm pretty sure that was Texas.
I think I remember you saying.
Well, recently?
Well, maybe 6-8 months ago.
North Carolina.
No, was that North Carolina?
Yeah, North Carolina.
Okay. North Carolina. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was like the river again, right?
Yeah, it was a flood, but it happened before.
The river raged. Yeah.
It was flash flooding. You get a ton of rain in the mountains, and it happens. You know what I mean?
But yeah, dude, I just I don't know. I almost want to just get off social media altogether, bro. I really do.
There's so much evil on this thing, man. There's so much, and we look at it.
I just keep doing. I keep looking at it.
I do too. I'm guilty of it.
It's like a car accident in a way.
I know.
You know what I mean?
And listen, I'm an adult, right? I don't really have any shock value anymore, probably because of this. I've seen so much shit, but I see my little girl looking at it, and not it's hard for her to put it down. And I want to say, put that fucking. I try to stay busy, get out of the house, but like that. If it's affecting us as adults, it's probably. And
maybe they're not seeing the algorithms.
Not seeing the shit we're seeing.
But,
definitely not.
But they're a step away from it.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
It's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I see what she looks at. I look over her shoulder, and it's girls doing makeup, but still, it's a pathway to find bad stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, way too accessible.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine. I mean, bro. I was looking as a kid at porno magazines when I was like second grade.
Same.
You know what I mean? If I found them, I was looking at them.
Same.
You know what I mean?
Same.
And my cousin might have found them, and I was looking at them.
Yeah.
Imagine you had this phone in your hand.
No, it would have been horrible.
Jeez.
Yeah. Horrible. Yep.
Man. I told you that story, right? The one story?
I don't know what's the story.
I was with Frank working on a job
yes,
site.
Yes, you told me that.
Me and my stepbrother found nudie magazines in the woods. We stuffed them down our pants, and my dad, we were quiet as shit.
Yeah.
He's like, "What's up, guys? What's up?" And he found out. He found out.
I feel like every little kid does that though. They find a porno somewhere, and they just hoard that thing. You know what I mean? It's like you've never seen that before, so you're hoarding that thing. I remember I was at my grandmother's, and there was a business pastor, but it had closed years earlier. It was a sawmill. They actually logged out cedar logs, but it had been shut down for years. But there was like an office, and it was kind of all run down. And me and my buddy were up there, and we found some porn all beat up or rain. It was like all dusty and rained up, but they were still pornos, and we hoarded those things. We would hide them and go back and look at them days later. It's crazy.
I remember that same trip too. We stepped in mud, and I thought it was like quicksand.
Oh God!
You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God! I pulled my stepbrother out. I got you. There's not something like I've seen a meme like, man, I really thought quicksand was gonna be an issue we had to deal with as an adult. You never fucking seen quicksand in my life.
Because it was in every movie back in the day. It was in every movie,
cartoons.
Cartoons.
But I remember stepping in mud, and I thought it was quicksand. I'm like, oh my God!
That's great. That is fucking great.
All right, so let's switch
gears.
Let's finish with this.
Okay, what do you got, buddy?
Did you see this rabbi in Lakewood?
Yep. They're saying it was a big misunderstanding.
Big misunderstanding. Did you see the picture of this guy?
I did.
He looks like a creepo. Okay. Doesn't mean anything.
I don't know the whole story.
They kind of all look a little creepy.
Right? Oh God, you're gonna get canceled.
No, with them and over there, over there.
All right, but do you know the whole story? Because I'm not familiar with it.
No, I don't know the whole story.
I don't know.
I just know this: that he was arrested for trying to lure a little boy into his car, I believe.
Again,
something
I'm not,
lure him into his house or his car, and they arrested him. And now the people, the citizens of Lakewood, surrounded the police station. Did you see that?
No.
Thousands
really?
Surrounded the police station. These cops had to stand guard at the door.
Okay, so here would be my question. How would they know any more about that story and the facts of it than you, me, the police, this guy?
They're just blind. To me, I don't know if they know. Maybe they do. I'm not trying to say I know anything. What do I think? I think they don't. They're just gonna blindly support their people. That's what they do. They do it all the time. Well, when they leave kids in the car, they support those people. You know what I mean?
Well, okay. Yes, I've seen that happen, but I don't think anybody. This was a recent case, and I can't imagine. Maybe they did it behind the guise of mental illness. But the woman who stabbed her kids and then I think drowned them in the bathtub after she stabbed them.
That was Hasidic?
That was in Lakewood. That was not that long ago.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think anybody's rallying behind that.
I don't think that's characteristic of them at all. I mean, that doesn't seem like. I don't know if it's. If pedophilia is, listen, it's a rabbi, priests like to touch kids. I don't know if the rabbis like to touch kids. Who knows, man?
Well, listen, in fairness, right?
I'm not trying to say that they do that. I'm not saying he did it.
And so you don't get canceled here, but you could say that also happened in great magnitude in the Catholic religion.
That's what I just said. Priests like, that's what I just said. That.
Oh, priests, I'm sorry.
I said priests like to touch kids. Do rabbis? I don't know. You know what I mean?
I thought you said rabbi. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. It seems to cloak itself around religion, and because
it's a way to hide it.
Well, you're already a trusted
member.
Member. Like what parents are going to trust you around their kids, and it's
this dude. If you looked at this dude, and he was saying, "Hey, come here, little boy. Come here, little boy," I would like, get the fuck out of here. He looks like a creep.
Yeah.
I wouldn't need to nothing. I wouldn't need to know nothing. I'd run away from that dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's just a shame if it is true. How about this? It's if he did lure that boy and they got all these people blindly fucking following him, he's going to get out of this. That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Because they get to claim, they're taking advantage of. This is racist. That's what they claim. You know what I mean?
In this case?
No. I'm just saying a lot of times.
Yeah.
And that's not, if someone is really, like I said, if he's really did do it, he needs to be held responsible for that.
I would like to still think that there's justice, right? I'd like to put my faith in the. That's why.
I don't. I'm sorry. Why do you think there is any justice? Tell me why.
Because of Epstein.
Epstein, everything. Tell me why. Tell me one instance where you think justice has prevailed.
In smaller cases where money is not involved and people are normal people, it usually prevails, does it not?
Just give me a case.
Oh, God. I mean, you want me to name a personal one that you would know?
Yeah, something. I don't know.
I wouldn't
you know
do that on air.
Not even a personal, but like maybe just something out there. Or an example.
I think if you have money, right, and you're famous, you stand a tremendous better chance of getting O.J. Simpson, for example, right?
Okay.
Good example. P. Diddy, didn't he just get almost all?
He again, got no trafficking. He only got the prostitution thing, which is... I don't believe none of this, man. You could do whatever you want in this world.
If you have money.
Yeah, I got it. Or you have fucking blackmail on somebody.
Blackmail, yeah. Power, money, influence, yes, definitely. You can do almost anything. But I'm telling you, the Epstein list thing, people forget, and it pisses me off, but there are a few, Dave Smith being a perfect example of one that we'll never forget. You know, there are people who forgot about COVID and the fucking hell we went through during COVID and the total fucking sham that was. I don't fucking forget, bro. I want that fucking Epstein list.
It
I don't
ain't
care.
happening. Guess what? It's over.
It's
over.
Okay.
It's
over for who? The people who give up on it.
Okay, but so who's going to come into office? So they're going to get the new head FBI? Is a new head? So a new president's going to come in and say, you know what? Let's open those cases again.
No, but the pressure should never stop. The Dave Smith should never stop.
Yeah, but how is it ever going to get out? How? It's been closed. It's been closed now.
So you believe in your mind the new administration is evil? You think it's completely evil and it doesn't stand for justice at all?
I don't know. I mean, do I think that? They're showing it. It seems like that's what they're showing.
Well, I'll tell you, there are things that he said that, you know, the no new wars, the fact that we bombed, you know, listen, maybe that was a good thing.
I know.
Maybe.
I was definitely very critical.
We're not there yet.
Right now, we're not in any wars.
Right, but we're not there yet.
Maybe
things could still unveil. Right. So I'll hold my mouth on that one. But it pissed me off today or yesterday when he said, are we still talking about this creep? We had Texas. What's going on? We have some very good things happening. And we also have what happened in Texas, which is a tremendous tragedy. But you're worried about this creep? Yes, I'm fucking worried about that creep. Yeah. I'm absolutely worried about that creep.
How long? How long has it been?
Years. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want the people who are responsible and who did heinous things to be held accountable. Why wouldn't anybody want that to happen?
Nobody's going to get held accountable for COVID. Nobody's going to get held accountable for Epstein. Nobody's going to get held accountable
wasn't that
for
one
P.
of
Diddy.
Wasn't that one of the
No
promises?
one's getting accountable for fucking JFK. Nobody's getting accountable for MLK.
Nobody ran.
All the shit that they said they were going to do, they did nada.
P. Diddy's name, that wasn't even a case at the time, so that wasn't true. That didn't come up. But Epstein certainly was like a paramount thing that was mentioned.
I'm not saying that was part of it. I'm just saying that's just another fucking thing that is definitely tied to that scene. P. Diddy is definitely kind of in the same scene as the Epstein shit. Right?
So are we just damned and doomed as a country?
Yes,
we are.
It's over.
So then why don't we just have complete anarchy? Wouldn't it be better?
Well, I mean, you're going to start it? Who's going to start it?
No, but you're a pretty strong, tough dude. I'm a pretty strong, tough dude. We'd survive. We'd be on the top 1%.
No,
so.
fuck that, bro. You just like there's no rules when anarchy. You just take a shot in the head. You don't no tough, no that.
No,
bro. It don't matter if you're tough, dude.
Not tough, resilient.
Don't matter.
Gun owners.
In anarchy, dude. It's mayhem. No one's.
I don't believe that's true. Tim Kennedy would survive because he's resilient individual.
Because it wouldn't be. He would fucking like partner up with all military people.
Well, sure. I think
he'd be like fighting anarchy.
Well,
that's what he'd be fighting.
It would be chaos and anarchy at first, but then people would start pairing up, and you'd start.
Bro, this guy thinks he's gonna do Red Dawn over here.
What you're saying?
Red Dawn over here.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just picking your brain, but I'm just having a conversation with you.
No, buddy.
I don't want anarchy.
This is called banter. I'm fucking.
I don't want anarchy any more than you do. I don't want that. I don't think that's the answer. But I'm saying if you have complete mistrust in our government and you think they're evil, what's your resolution?
I'm not saying to rise up against our government. I'm just saying we're fucked, bro. That's what I think.
So just go with it. Just go.
No. You got to live your life. You got to raise your clan. Try to give them good values, and hopefully this tide changes eventually. But I just don't think
this was our one and only job, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
It was our one and only fucking job.
Yeah, I've been saying it. They let us think we got to win, and that's it.
I know. I'm not going to condemn the whole thing yet, but I'm disappointed in.
I'm being like a devil's advocate. Is it overdone? No, I mean like we got. Like the big thing about the fall of the Roman Empire took how long? How long did it really take? When was the first like bad thing for them? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It lasted 1,000 years. The Roman Empire. A lot of people say the Roman Empire never collapsed. It just went to the Byzantine Empire or something like that. They just changed hands or something like that. I don't know if that's true too. There's so many conspiracy stuff out there.
Everything's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
And again, I go back to what our buddy Gerard said. What is fucking real? What is real? I don't know what real is anymore.
No.
I don't know what actually to believe is genuinely happening. What is AI? What is just straight up propaganda? What actually happened historically? Are any of our history books accurate?
No.
Exactly. So what is real? What is real?
It says the Roman Empire decline is often traced to the death of Marcus Aurelius, but it was about 300 years.
300 years. So we're probably in year 24 from the fall of our empire. But what does that? What was 24 years ago?
What was 24 years ago?
Correct. 9/11.
Oh shit. Yeah.
That might be the trigger when they go back and look at the history books. They're like, the United States was really great for 250 years.
But again, just that reference. Go back and look at the history books. Is it historical?
Well, I'm just saying.
So some guys with box cutters hijack some planes.
Yeah, I know.
And they
find their passports.
Yeah,
did you see? This is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy because we all saw the planes hit the building, right?
The second one. Most of us didn't see the first one, right? Oh, no, we did because it was... No. The first one is when it caught on fire, obviously, and then they started filming it.
There's video. There's video.
There's video. Well,
there is, but you said most of us saw it. So everybody watched the second one.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. But we all saw it, right? We all saw it. But where did we watch it? On TV, right? Mm-hmm. You guys were close enough to the city that day?
No. I saw the smoke, but no, I heard it. Right. I was listening to Howard
Stern. All right. People are saying that a plane never hit. That's what it's a crazy conspiracy because I physically saw it. Right. But could it? Devil's advocate, could they got a video that each news station played the video and that it really wasn't a plane? That was just AI back then, dude. They've had AI for fucking a long time, by the way.
Right, but there's people who were there. Marky Lee's dad, right? There was.
What do you mean? So what? I'm not saying there wasn't explosions in the building. They blew up. This is what this. I mean, this is very far fetched. I'm not trying to say it's true or I have any.
Going full blown Jesse right
Not
here.
that I think it's true or anything. I'm just saying this is what I've seen.
Right.
This one news story or whatever, this conspiracy thing, and they're saying there was explosions. Yes, there was explosions, but no plane hit the towers. So they pretty much detonated it. That's what they're trying to say. Again, crazy because we've all seen the footage.
The way it fell.
And the way it fell. It fell like a controlled demolition.
Well, the fact that Building 7 fell, wasn't hit by anything, wasn't damaged at all.
And that was where they kept all our files, right? That's where the national debt was or some shit, right?
There was another one, Building 6, I think, that they don't talk about. That was another one that went down.
Yeah.
So, Pentagon, same thing. They said a missile. I mean...
Dude, no. Did you see the plane? They're like, no... The Pentagon isn't a high building; it's a low building, right? Is it how many stories? Yeah. Maybe a couple stories. And it literally was that low to hit. There's That's
and
pretty much impossible.
The hole it made,
it was smaller than the plane. Come on, bro.
I mean, you just have to really think about.
Researched.
And there's no. That's the only camera angle on the Pentagon, probably the most surveillance place in America, and only one little camera.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on. You have to think about since 9/11. What's changed for us? Like we have this
Patriot
Act, constant security state, everything. You know, these FISA courts, all this shit. Like they could spy on you, and they could be spying on all of us, right?
They are, dude.
They are.
But legally they could be doing it, and we will never know because there's some secret courts that they go to these secret judges. We're not allowed to know who they are. Like that's bullshit.
Yeah. That's not how.
I know, obviously, like everything we do, we have these phones, we have social media, we have,
But I'll tell you this, you're right with that, and people are reading your text. You have to, if you text something, you just have to know someone's reading it.
Well, I don't think somebody's personally reading it. There's a program.
No,
there.
Not saying someone's but someone could if they wanted to. If someone's
analyzing certain words, keywords.
No, but I'm just saying. No one gives a fuck about me or you.
Right.
But say like Joe Rogan, right?
Making of stink.
Yeah, but say Joe Rogan or Tucker Carlson.
The way you're talking, they might start caring about you soon.
Who am I? Tucker Carlson, I just told them we're gonna sit here and take it. I didn't say you're the anarchy guy. All right, they're gonna come get you.
I said, what are you suggesting? That's
all right. So, but like Tim Kennedy or Tucker Carlson, like they tweet stuff or they text stuff. Someone is reading that text. I don't give a shit.
Dude,
someone's reading.
Tucker, the Signal, the one app.
Right, yeah.
The
knew.
Government hacked his Signal
Yes.
account. They knew he was going to talk to Putin.
Yes.
Before he ever even told anybody.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, privacy is done. Mm-hmm. It's a thing of the past. Right?
Because, and why?
What do you mean why? Because
there's no going back now.
Correct, but why? Because there are certain people who are a threat to what they're trying to do, and they want to silence those people in whatever way they can.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a one world government thing. You know what I mean?
It really is. It's crazy.
Disturbing.
Sad.
But it's terrifying as somebody who never paid attention to politics, really tried to pay attention until recently, that all of this was just slowly slid under the rug over time. Over probably the last, 50 years. All of this was slowly happening, and none of us paid attention enough to see it. And now...
It's tough, man. It's tough for us to really see it.
Is there any getting back to what we used to be?
I did see this, though.
What?
I did see this. We do not have to take our planes off for shoes anymore.
We don't have to.
We don't have to take our shoes.
You have plane shoes?
That was crazy. You don't have to take your shoes off for planes anymore.
For the TSA?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I just flew a month ago.
I know. I said literally. I think when I fly next week,
I don't think to do with that. What's that ID called? Real ID? Got anything to do with that? I wonder.
Yeah.
They say that's another way to spy on you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. 23andMe. It's all fucking by design.
It is. All right,
buddy.
All right, Raj. That was good. Good little vent session.
Yeah. So anarchy, right? Is what we're looking for?
No, I'm just gonna,
I'm joking.
I'm just going to watch the parade go by.
It's really, you have no option. We have to accept it because the only other option would be to rebel, and nobody wants that.
I know, but like, dude, guess what? Like, they're raising our taxes 20%, right? We got mad for a 2% sales tax. That's why we went to Revolutionary War.
Tea Party, yeah.
2% sales tax,
yeah.
And now we don't give a shit. We get taxed 40%.
But
what are we doing?
But at some point, and again, I know you're going to
say,
well,
taxes to pedophiles. That's why.
At some point,
that's literally what it is.
Right. When does no happen? Right. When do people actually stand up? And then is that anarchy? Is that the resistance? Is that? And some people do it on an individual basis.
If something happens where they stop feeding us, we stop getting food, then we have no choice. Right? That's kind of what it comes down to. You take away our ability to survive.
They want to feed us. That's what they want. They want all of us to feed. Rely on them.
Well, yeah, they want us submissive and this and that. So they don't. They are never gonna. They're gonna keep giving us the breadcrumbs that we just keep holding on. They don't ever want us to be the anarchy and say, "Oh, we're gonna." So they're never gonna put their boot on our throat too hard for us to really say, "All right, we've had enough." They're gonna just do just enough to slowly choke us out.
It's the expression like, "How do you boil a frog?" Slowly.
Yeah.
Like you don't put the frog in boiling water.
Right.
You put him in. You slowly.
But where is the last line? Right? Does it come down to? I mean, we all have our personal beliefs on certain amendments, right? First Amendment, Second Amendment, obviously, but does it come down to limiting speech? You know, I talked about this months ago with Harvard and, Trump. I didn't agree with that. Who did we have on? I said, how do you feel about that? Like, that's, to me, silencing any speech, with the exception of the exception of a few things, which I do agree with a few things. A very limit. You can't scream fire in a crowded building. I would agree with that. With the exception of that, there's not much I agree with. All speech, hate speech included, is fucking free speech. You know what I mean?
And to my thing is like, let the hate speech, let people say hate speech. Then you know what you're dealing
100%.
with. Let them say what they want to say.
The world does what it does.
There's no such thing as hate speech.
There is no such thing.
It's just what.
It's uncomfortable.
It's what you hate.
Speech
it's what
for
you hate.
That's it.
Yeah. It's what the powers that be.
But then you go, you come down to the Second Amendment, right? The first two right there. They start limiting our ability to own firearms, and which is, you can't make it much more difficult than it is in this state to be a legal gun owner, and it seems like it just gets worse all the time.
True, but we got them.
We did, but we jumped through hoops, and we did our due diligence, and we do have them. But should it be that way, or should it be as simple as if you're not a felon, you should have the right to carry? I think it should be that simple.
Oh, how about this? Did you see that fucking ring camera from Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
What do you think? Any one of those was illegal?
I know. And the fucking automatic. Yeah, come on, bro. That's why gun laws don't work.
Well, I agree, right? But I don't know the stats on this, but I would challenge to say that Texas probably has a much less crime rate, although I don't know because they have a massive influence of illegals there. But it's a constitutional carry state. I'm pretty sure, right? Texas is a constitutional. I would guess that their crime rate is probably a lot lower than fucking Philadelphia or.
Chicago. I mean, probably in their normal areas, but the cities.
Also Philadelphia, pal.
I'm sure the cities still have those issues.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, for not wanting to talk about politics,
dude, what the fuck else we can talk about, bro? Come on.
I tried to make it light.
Every
and
podcast,
you give me some dating advice. You're like, I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Every podcast in America
talks about.
Oh, did you say give you advice? You said how I would go about it.
It was
okay. So how would you go about it?
Asking for a friend. Asking for a friend.
Listen, don't say how I'd go about it. I'm thinking of me. Little me coming in the club. Oh, my God.
No, it was a
tall lady. No, I thought if I was talking to you, here's a big guy.
I wasn't trying to get you in trouble with your wife. I was just saying a hypothetical. I should have said asking for a friend. What would you do? Okay. What would you do? That's what I should have said to make you less
jacked and tan.
Make you less uncomfortable.
Okay, I get jacked and tan.
Maybe you're picking up whores.
Bro, Roger. That's your pastime, buddy.
Tramp.
Right? Tramp. Come on.
All right. How would you find a good girl if I'm asking for a friend?
I don't know. Go to a bookstore.
No.
Bad
idea, but...
honestly, dead up. I don't know if I could do this because I'm just not that guy. But like, say you've seen a girl that you always seen her. Like, do you see a girl like you always? I don't know. Do you ever? Me, I don't look like that. I don't know if you ever see a girl that's attractive. You run into a girl on a multiple occasions that you don't know her, but you see her maybe in the gym or maybe at a store. I would go up to that person. Mm-hmm. That's what you should do.
You don't know much about her.
Don't know anything. You might not know anything.
But hey, her multiple times and you find
you find her attractive. Okay. Maybe she might whatever.
Okay.
There's some kind of attraction. I would go say something to her. Because nowadays it's all fucking apps and this and that. Because back in the day, you just met somebody out and said, hey,
correct.
What's your name?
I don't know that those scenarios work out any better than the app thing. But
I don't know. I just think it's more natural.
Ever sign up for a dating app. I would never do that. But it's almost like Instagram's almost a fucking dating app at this point. You know what I mean? I mean, they're all kind of... They're a pathway to talk to other people.
You gonna be here for a while? I'm gonna call my crew. You call your crew. We can rendezvous at the bar around 2.
You know, a lot of his lyrics were pretty fucking gay. If you break them down,
not a lot. 2 of them, buddy.
Only 2.
I told you them. I told.
No,
you
I saw a guy.
I told you this.
Did you tell me that story? Yeah.
She looks so good. Make me want to suck on her daddy's dick.
Yeah. That was one of them. What was the other one?
Fuck him in the ass and throw him over the bridge.
No, there was another one too with a girl in a bar. Oh no, it was the guy breaking it down said, "Watch the video." It's definitely a tranny.
The girl's pissing on the urinal.
Yeah, standing up. Yes, that's it. Yep.
And supposedly the girl in those videos was a man
and died.
And was in the bed with him and everything.
Yeah.
Don't do that to my biggie, bro.
I know you love that man. All right, you want to wrap?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, buddy.
All right, boys.
Good go, pal. Good go. Jersey Talks.
What's up, guys? Make sure you follow us on your favorite podcast platforms. You can find the links in the description below. And if you've enjoyed this episode, hit that like button and share it with a friend. Your support keeps us growing.